Hey everyone, I'm Damian Holbrook from TV Guide Magazine and TV Insider, and I am here with Dr. Evan Antin from the new Tusk to Tales show, which is from Seeker.com, which is the coolest science website, but it will be airing on Facebook Watch. Evan, this is such a cool idea because there's so many animal shows out there that like deal with conservation and rescue and all that stuff, but there's so few that actually tell us the science of these animals.
Yeah, no, we're having a lot of fun with it. I mean, that's part of my fascination with the natural world, is the science behind it, is answering these questions as to why and how these things function the way they do. So when I started talking about this with Seeker and developing this series, I think the whole team was really passionate and excited about getting down to, just how it works. It's been a lot of fun just getting to talk about it and seeing it come alive.
And now you've been a veterinarian for how long now?
7 years, just over 7 years.
So you're still learning stuff about these animals, like they?
Oh, I'll always be learning. Yeah, no, I'm not the end all be all know it all at all. There's still lots to learn.
So many fascinating things, like the episodes I've seen about the owl's eyes.
Yeah.
And then you bury information into the episodes about other animals' eyes, like goat's eyes. I never knew that they were horizontal.
Isn't that cool? Yeah.
That's so cool. And the owl neck stuff, and then you do an entire episode, and this is my favorite, the dog nose.
Oh,
the dog nose. Because there's so many misconceptions about the dog nose. Like, is it dry? If the dog is dry, it's sick. And like, I didn't know that they breathe in and then out of the separate, like they can breathe and smell on different sides of the nose.
I got to be honest. I went to vet school and I learned a lot. But yeah. That was actually new for me too. That was something we learned together there. So that was pretty cool too, I found as well.
So where did this come up with? Where did you come up with this idea?
I mean, honestly, I was I was in chats with Seeker, and it's funny. We originally, before the whole pandemic, we were going to be traveling and going to different wildlife facilities and talking about animals in these different places, and then we just kind of had to change our gears a little bit. But we, from the get-go, I mean, they're really science-based. They love to give the facts and give accurate facts and educate their audience, and that's what their audience really likes, and they like to learn, So it just kind of, I think we were kind of on the same page, and they talked about giving the facts, and I try to work in little conservation things and this and that here, into the show a little bit.
What other animals can you tell us about that come up on the show?
Well, we have cheetahs. We have sharks, we have octopus, we have bats. Those are, to name a few.
And you're like a snake fan.
Big reptile guy, big snake fan, absolutely.
Yeah, the last time we spoke, it was about a year and a half ago, and snakes are still kind of low on the list for me, but you seem to be very, very comfortable around these things.
I don't know what, I can't explain it. I've always kind of had a penchant for reptiles. And I think I have a soft spot for probably all misunderstood animals. Like I really like spiders. I love rats. I love sharks. All these animals, they kind of have a bad rap, when it comes to the general population, and not just in the U.S., it's around the world. Even you go to places and have, they're surrounded with snakes, and then, still most people are very ignorant about them and don't know about them and indiscriminately kill them and don't understand them or appreciate them. I find them very fascinating. I think they're beautiful. I happen to love venomous snakes, which are the most dangerous snakes.
Okay, sure.
I know, right? I don't know. I can't even explain it. It's like, I love the way they look. I love the way they function. I love their scales. They're so different from our cats and dogs and the other animals I grew up with.
Yeah.
And I can't get enough. I really love them.
And then last question before I let you go, you have a book coming out.
I do, yes.
Yes. When is this coming, and what can we expect from it?
World Wild Vet. I'm so excited about this. We are launching it on October 27th. And basically, it's a collection of different stories and adventures and species I've worked with. There is a chronology, but you don't have to read it in order. But basically, it starts off, it really gets into more detail in my life when I'm about like early 20s, like big-time wildlife enthusiast. I've always loved animals my whole life, but at this point, I'm at a stage in my life where I have the ability and the fortune to be able to travel and see the world and actually go to these habitats where these species are native to that I've been so excited about my entire life. And I can go to Southeast Asia and Australia and Africa and we're just telling the stories. And then it evolves into, me. I go to vet school, I become a vet, and I get the privilege of working with incredible conservationists and veterinarians around the world, and I get to share some of the stories of conservation and working with animals around the world, and what that entails, and why we're doing what we're doing, and why it's important, and why I'm so passionate about these animals, and why I want a reader to appreciate them as well.
Excellent. Well, listen, I can't wait to read that. But in the meantime, we have from Tusks to Tails.
Tusks to Tails.
On Facebook Watch from Seeker. It's so great. It's great to see you. I loved seeing Henry in the one episode. Do your other pets make an appearance?
Oh yeah, we what were we doing? We were talking about in the cheetah episode, I get the house cats. So cheetahs, little fun fact, their claws, their actual nails are always they're always out. They don't retract. They're not retractable like most other cats. And so I was demonstrating on my cat's nails how you can see their little floofy little paws, but you can retract their little, or you can extrude their nails, and then they can retract back. So yeah, you'll see it. You'll love it.
Can't wait. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Thank you so much for having me. Right back at you.